We have an unboxing and a first impression to do of the Roxon Flex Companion. I've been carrying the Roxon Flex for a couple weeks now. I did an initial review of it, and this multi-tool has been fantastic. You can change the implements in it very easily. All you have to do is push all the way down here, push the blade down, and pop it out. And it's just as easy to put another one in. It's that easy to change the tools on this. They make all kinds of tools, and they're coming out with more. Now, one thing that this Flex Companion is supposed to have is a D2 blade. These take the same blades. This has 5 slots. This tool on each side has 5 slots for tools. Now, it happens to be that this 1/4-inch bit driver takes up 4 slots. So on this side, you have a knife blade and the 1/4-inch driver. This tool also has 5 slots, but it's more like a pocket knife. This doesn't have pliers. Not only does it have the 5 slots, it's got the 1/4-inch driver on the other side. So let's open this up and see what we have. Okay, Roxon has been killing it for the cost. For the money, these things are really hard to beat. Okay, we've got some paperwork inside the box. There's something in there. Okay, you have the tool to adjust the pivot. Because when you change your implements, just due to tolerances, you might have a couple thousandths of an inch difference when you stack up different implements, 5 different implements. So they give you the tool to adjust the pivot so that you can have the tension proper. Now this came with a few extras. Okay, this is to help you take out a sharp blade, so they give you an empty case there with a hole in it when you want to remove the knife blade. Here they give you this tool, which has a pen, tweezers, and a sewing needle. And here you have a comb. It's just some extras included in their special. Like I said, this was a pre-order special, so I've been waiting for this for close to a month now. Comes in a nice canvas bag. This bag is pretty heavy. And this is what the tool looks like. So here's a large Rough Rider Stockman for comparison, so you can get an idea of the size. It's chunky, but it's not all that big. Now, one of the things that I really liked about this knife, and it's one of the reasons I got it, is they've now come out with a D2 blade. So let's try that one-handed blade. Then you push down here on this a little bit to release the lock, and you can close it. Make sure you don't push it all the way down and have it click holding this lock open. One-handed opening. With no washers in between the tools, sometimes another tool can get dragged out. You can get some clumping. That's just something you're going to have to deal with. All right, what other implements are on here? Let's spread them all out. Now, the other thing is, not only does this take 5 implements, this will take 5 long implements. Where on the Roxon Flex, it'll take long implements here and then short implements here. So you can't put 5 long implements in this. You need room for the pliers, that's why. So you have the new D2 knife blade. Very nice sheep's foot design with a gentle, continuous curve. You got a regular screwdriver that has a depth gauge, and then a file on this side. You have an awl, a saw, and these tools come with very nice scissors. These cut really good. They feel great. Get a piece of paper. See, they cut really nice. And we'll do another test. Where a lot of scissors fail is cutting paracord. So let's give this a test. Look how nice and clean and easy that cuts. That's just amazing. I'll tell you, these scissors are really hard to beat. They give Victorinox scissors a run for their money. I think these are actually better. They look cheaper made, but they're precision scissors and they work beautifully. And they're a decent size too. All right, now on this side, we have our 1/4-inch bit driver. Take any standard 1/4-inch bit. One of the things that I like about this company is you can buy all these implements separately. And if you want to buy a 1/4-inch bit driver, which I did to put in the Flex, I bought this one right from Roxon. And the price was $6. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? You wear out the diamond file, they're $8 to replace, and it's a double-sided diamond file. It's really nice. Let me get that out on here. I ground it down so that this diamond file will fit in a short slot. But it's 300 grit on one side and 600 grit on the other. You can see that's coarse and that's a little finer. And what's really nice is you can pop that out. Then you can come on the other side and let's take out the knife blade, and you can sharpen your knife blade right with the file that comes in the tool. That is really nice. All right, let's stick this back in. See how easy it is? And it's the same tools between all of these. Now on here, they did a liner lock for your bit driver. But it's called the Companion because if you carry these two together, you have a really nice system. There's sometimes I wish I could have a couple other implements in here that I don't have room for, and that's where the Companion comes in. You can have those other implements in here. Carry this as your pocket knife, and this is your multi-tool. It makes a really nice system. Now, one thing I wanted to do is take this one-handed opening blade and put it in the Flex. Now that's where this thing comes in that they gave you. You can put this over the blade and lock it so you can use this to take the blade out, so you don't have any danger of cutting yourself. But if you're smart about it, you're fine. Now if we look at these two blades, let's get a comparison here. Same length, but I like this blade shape a lot more. They're going to come out with these D2 blades very soon. They're going to make them available as separate implements that you can buy. And I am going to pick one of these up. A D2 blade with one-handed opening, and they're going to make them in both left and right-handed. $8. I mean, how can you beat that? The price of these different implements. All right, let's get this in here. All right, this is where I can feel this is a little tighter. So I might have to loosen that pivot just slightly. All right, let's flip this back. Now we have our 1/4-inch bit driver and our one-handed opening blade. How cool is that? I'll probably back off on this pivot just a hair. That really improves this tool a lot. I love that blade shape. They got a much nicer sheep's foot blade shape than they do on this one. They're both very functional, just this one looks a lot better. And how they did that continuous curve. Really nice grind on it. They nailed that. That is a beautiful multi-tool blade. That's about perfect as far as utility goes. You can still do all your utility cuts, and it's useful for everything else. This is perfect as a tool. So I highly recommend these things. Both, they're multi-tool, and this new Companion that they just came out with. Yeah, let's tighten that pivot a little bit. It's nice they even give you the wrench to adjust the tool. Just a hair more. Now later on this month, when these D2 blades are available, these one-handed opening blades, I'm going to get another one and put it back in the Companion. But for right now, I'm going to keep this blade in the Roxon Flex Multitool, which I've been carrying every day. And what I found is a perfect carry with it. Just a little update. There's this bit kit. It's made by Steinwell. And I took the bits out and I put them in a regular bit carrier. These give you a series of double-sided bits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that lets you carry 16 bits, and this fits right like this alongside of the knife in the sheath that it comes with. So let's pull out, for example, the straight slot and Phillips combo bit. Now I can put these in the tool, and I have multiple different bits that I can carry with it that I can get most any job done. So this bit driver in combination with these short double-sided bits, not all double-sided bits work. Most double-sided bits, the bit section is too long and your hex part of it won't engage and the bit will turn in like that inside of your 1/4 inch adapter. But these work perfectly. These sit in all the way. They're designed to be a little shorter, so they're easier to carry also. And they just make a great bit set to go along with the knife. They'll also work just the same way with the Companion. I'm pretty sure. Okay, the bit driver is a little bit different. They did make the back of it different, how it engages with the liner lock. So these are not interchangeable, although this one doesn't have the system where it comes out. This one is permanently installed in the tool. But that bit driver, if you wanted 2 bit drivers, you could put it on this side. So first impressions, I like it. I like it a lot. This is, just as the name says, the Companion. And this will go along with my Flex perfectly. Both Leatherman and Victorinox better watch out. I think this thing kills Swiss Army knives. And it also kills Leatherman's smaller dedicated knives that have a few implements in them. The tool loadout that this comes with is pretty good. Like I said, it should have the D2 blade with the one-handed opening. You get 5 really good tools here. And the fact that you can take them out and put whatever tool you want in its place, and the tools are available cheaply. Not only are the tools available cheaply, but they also have short and long blanks available that you can buy for like $3 and $4, and you can grind your own custom tool if you like. How can you beat that? What other company is offering this versatility? You don't want the saw, you want a file instead. Open that blade up, push the lock down, and pop it right out and put in a different tool of your choice. It's that easy. And then it also has a full 1/4 inch bit driver on the back side. How can you beat that versatility in a small plierless multi-tool? You can make it whatever you want. I think this is just a great option, and I really like this tool a lot. I'm going to use this over the next several weeks, and I'll come back and I'll give you a report on what I find with it, and whether or not I've changed the tool loadout from what is stock here. Now, on my Flex, I did change the tool loadout. I have my own custom tool loadout on it, and a few tools that I ground down and I altered to suit my needs, which is what's, like I said, what's so great with this company, and the fact that they even offer the blanks, and that any of these tools you can get so cheaply. It's just amazing. If you prefer like the Havalon style replaceable blades, you can get both a short and a long blade holder for those blades. And they keep coming out with more things. The company listens to its customers, and they have changed and adapted, and they offer what their customers are asking for. So not only is the versatility unsurpassed, but we also have a company that is actually listening to us, listening to the consumer, listening to the user, and putting out what is requested. I'm really curious to see where this company goes in the coming years. They're making an outstanding product. Is it of the same quality as a Leatherman? I'm going to say not quite, but it's not that far behind. And they are continually upgrading the materials that they use to make their tools. In this batch, they've upgraded everything to 4116. They've gotten away from the 3 CRs and the 5 CRs, so they've improved their quality. And then now with the newest, you get a D2 blade. They're listening and they're improving. And in a few years, this very well may be the company to beat for multi-tools. One quick addition before I go. Take a look at what's on the screen. That's the Flex modular multi-tool. It just has plastic spacers. This is the plain tool with no blades. You can buy it for $28, then buy the individual implements you want to fill it up. And not too long ago, it was $40. If you want to get started with a great multi-tool that you can customize to your liking, I would advise you pick one of these up. That is a great deal. Also, here's a D2 blade. It's available now for $8. You can get it in either a right or a left hand. I'm just going to scroll through and you can see some of the implements that are available. All kinds of different things. A bit set is available for $5. They're 4mm bits and it works with the standard Phillips bit, which takes up 2 slots. There you can see the right and left hand D2 blades. Everything from scissors to a bicycle spoke wrench, files. There's a standard Phillips bit driver. You have what I would call a gut hook or a pull cutter. It's perfect for cutting zip ties. Replacement scissors, replacement knife blades, replacement files, hex bits, torques, blanks that you can grind your own. You can see down there there's 2 different blanks. There's a large for $4 and a small blank for $3. And they're very innovative and they keep coming out with more tools. Buying the tool for $28 and then customizing your blade loadout is a really good way to go. You can get exactly what you want in a multi-tool. All right, we'll see you on the next one.